Hello there, and a very warm welcome to you, our listener, to the deep dive right here on the Podcast English Learning YouTube channel. I'm your host, Emma Collins, and I'm really looking forward to guiding you through today's exploration.
And hello from me too. I'm James Carter, and I'm excited to be here to, help break down some ideas about learning English.
Yeah, James has this great way of making complicated things seem, well, simple, which is perfect for today. Our mission for this deep dive is to give you some simple but actually really powerful ways you can practice English every single day. We've looked through quite a bit of material, articles, notes, expert advice to pull out the best bits. We know life gets busy. Maybe you feel a bit shy or you don't live in, say, the UK or the US. That's okay. Our goal is to show you some practical steps that can genuinely help you get more fluent no matter what.
Okay, let's dive into this. So there's this common idea, isn't there, that lots of English learners think, you need to do something huge to get fluent, like packing your bags and moving or studying for hours and hours every night. But from what we've seen, is that really the only way?
Well, that's what's so interesting. The sources we looked at, they really push back against that idea. They say quite clearly, you don't need to move to London. You don't need a native speaker sitting next to you all the time. And you definitely don't need those marathon study sessions.
Right. The core message, really, that came up again and again is all about these small, smart steps.
Mhm.
Things that are easy to repeat, that can actually fit into your day, and that build your comfort and confidence naturally.
Okay.
It's like shifting your focus from these big, scary goals to just consistent, small actions. And one technique that really captures this, something strongly recommended, is called shadowing.
Shadowing. Okay, I've heard that term before, but maybe some listeners aren't sure exactly what it is or how it works. Could you sort of break that down for us? What does shadowing actually involve?
Yeah, absolutely. It's simpler than it sounds, but really effective. Basically, you listen to someone speaking English like you're listening to me right now, and you try to repeat exactly what they say, almost immediately.
Oh, like an echo.
Exactly like an echo. The key things are, don't stop the audio, don't try to translate it in your head, and don't reach for a dictionary. You're just copying the sounds, trying to match the speed, the tone, the rhythm of the speaker.
All right, just mimicking. That does sound different from just listening. I can see how that could be powerful. But why does it work so well? You said don't translate, don't worry about understanding everything. That might feel a bit strange at first, right?
It definitely feels strange initially, yeah. And it's totally normal not to catch every word. But the sources emphasize shadowing isn't really about understanding every detail in that moment. It's more about training.
Training.
Training your brain and your mouth to work together in English. Think of it like building muscle memory for your mouth and tongue. You're getting used to making English sounds, feeling the rhythm, the flow of the language, without overthinking it or translating first.
Okay, so it bypasses that translation step that slows us down.
Exactly. It helps you internalize how English feels and sounds. And the amazing thing is, the research suggests even just 5 minutes of this a day can make you speak faster, clearer, and more naturally over time. It's a small habit, but the results can be pretty big.
5 minutes a day? That sounds much more doable than hours. Okay, that makes a lot of sense building those connections. So thinking about people who tell us, I'm too busy, or I'm nervous to speak, or I just don't know where to start. Let's get into those 5 simple, powerful ways you mentioned. How can we actually weave English practice into daily life? Let's start with the first one. What's the most crucial tip according to our sources?
Right. The first tip, and this one came up everywhere as fundamental, is listen to English every day. If you want to speak better, you just have to listen more. Every single day, not just, once a week in class.
Every day. Okay, why is that so important?
Well, several reasons. You learn new words naturally. You hear the real rhythm of spoken English. You train your ears to understand faster speech. And you get used to how real people talk, not just textbook dialogues. And the source is stressed. You don't need to understand 100%. Even if you only catch 30%, 50%, it's still really useful exposure.
So how do we actually do that, like practically?
Think about integrating it. Podcasts, obviously, like this one.
Shameless plug.
Well, yes, but also English music, YouTube videos, short audio stories, maybe news reports aimed at learners. You can listen while you're walking, cleaning the house, cooking dinner, exercising, even just relaxing.
So fitting it into existing activities.
Exactly. Just 10 or 15 minutes a day can make a real difference. Make English kind of your background soundtrack.
I like that, background soundtrack. Okay, so we're listening every day. What builds on that? What's the next step to actually get our mouths moving?
Okay, so building right on that listening foundation, tip number 2 is shadow what you hear.
Mm-hmm.
Like we discussed, listening is great, it builds understanding, but speaking, actually making the sounds, that's how you get stronger.
Right. Active practice.
Active practice. So after you listen to a sentence or maybe a short clip, don't just let it go. Pause and repeat it. Try to copy the voice, match that rhythm and tone we talked about.
So if I hear, I want to get better at English, I just say it right back.
Exactly. I want to get better at English. Or maybe, I don't understand everything, but I keep going. Repeat it.
I don't understand everything, but I keep going.
Okay. Doing this daily, even for short bursts, helps you speak more smoothly, improves your pronunciation, and definitely builds confidence. And remember, the sources say it doesn't need to be perfect, just practiced.
Okay, listen then, Shadow. That feels like a really direct link. But that relies on having something to listen to. What about practice that comes purely from within? Thinking in English, that sounds like a big jump for many people. How do we approach that?
Thinking in English. Yes, that's often highlighted as one of the biggest game changers. The reason is that translating in your head, which most of us do initially, takes time. It creates this delay, right?
Yeah, it definitely slows you down.
So the advice is to start really small,
Mhm.
just short, simple sentences, silently in your mind. Like when you wake up, okay, it's morning, still sleepy, need coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you're outside, sky is blue today, air feels cold. There's a dog.
Just little observations.
Exactly. Or during the day. Right, working now, bit tired, want to go home soon.
Hmm.
These tiny thoughts, they help connect your brain directly to English without that translation middle step.
No delay.
No delay. And as you get more comfortable, you can even try whispering them. It's like having a little private conversation with yourself in English throughout the day.
I like that, a private English conversation.
Mm.
Okay, so we're listening, shadowing, thinking internally. How do we bridge that internal thought to clearer, more confident external speech?
That leads perfectly into tip number 4. Read aloud. Train your speaking muscles.
Okay, reading aloud.
Yeah.
Different from just reading silently.
Very different, yes, for speaking skills.
Right.
Silent reading is great for vocab and understanding, absolutely. But reading aloud, the research shows, is much better for the physical act of speaking. It gets your mouth, your tongue, your brain all working together on producing English sounds.
Like a workout for your mouth.
Exactly. It's like going to the gym, but for your pronunciation and fluency muscles.
So how do we do it? Just grab any book.
Choose something short and relatively simple to start. Maybe a children's book, an easy English story, or even the dialogue from a video or podcast transcript you liked. Read it slowly and clearly first. Then try reading it again, a bit faster. Then maybe a third time. Try to read it with more expression, like you're an actor performing it.
Adding some feeling.
Yeah. This practice builds that muscle memory for pronunciation, helps your fluency, and crucially makes you feel more confident hearing yourself speak English clearly.
A linguistic gym workout. I like that. Okay, these are great specific techniques. But what about the bigger picture? How do we make English feel less like study time and more just part of life?
That's tip number exactly. The more you naturally see, hear, and importantly use English in small ways throughout your day, the more natural and automatic it becomes. It's about integration, not keeping it isolated in a study box. It becomes a tool you use, not just a subject you learn.
That makes so much sense. Living with the language, not just studying it. But okay, that sounds great in theory. How do we actually do that, especially if we're super busy? What are some really practical, easy ways?
Right, because integrate, it can sound a bit vague, but the sources offered some really concrete, simple ideas. First one, change your phone settings to English.
Oh, that's clever. You look at your phone all the time.
Exactly. Probably dozens, maybe hundreds of times a day. This turns that screen time into tiny learning moments. You'll automatically see words like settings, airplane mode, brightness, maybe update available, delete, download.
Yeah, all those common interface words.
And you don't have to actively study them. You just see them over and over, and your brain starts to absorb them naturally. Passive learning.
Simple but smart. Okay, what else?
Practical way number 2. Write a short diary in English every day. And this doesn't mean writing long essays. Just say 3 short sentences about your day.
3 sentences, that's it.
That's it. Like,
Yeah.
Today I went to work. I felt very tired. I drank 2 cups of coffee. Simple.
Or, it rained this morning. I stayed home, watched an English video.
Perfect. It's great practice for building basic sentences using vocabulary from your actual life. Even 5 minutes makes more difference than you'd think. Use a notebook, your phone notes, maybe even text a friend who's also learning.
Okay, daily diary, just 3 sentences. Manageable. What's next?
Practical way 3, and this was a favorite in some of the self-study guides. Record a 1-minute voice message every day.
Record yourself. I don't know. That sounds a bit intimidating.
It can feel that way at first, but just use your phone's voice recorder. Talk for literally 1 minute about your day, your plans, how you're feeling, something you learned, like, today was busy, had a meeting, made lunch, watched an English video tonight. The key thing is, nobody else has to hear it. It's just for you. But when you listen back, and this is the important part, you start to notice things. Your pronunciation, maybe grammar mistakes you often make.
So it's for self-correction.
Exactly. It builds self-awareness, helps you fix things, boosts your confidence and fluency, all without pressure.
Okay, I can see the value in that, even if it feels a bit weird initially. What about connecting with others?
Good point. Practical way 4. Join an English-speaking group online. You don't need a formal class to connect with other learners. There are loads of groups online.
Like on WhatsApp or Telegram?
Yeah, or language exchange apps like Tandem, even Facebook groups for English learners. You can just write short messages, send voice notes, ask questions, answer questions. Even just reading what others post is helpful.
It makes it feel more alive, right? Not just a school subject.
Precisely. It becomes a way to actually communicate and connect with people using English.
Okay, one more practical tip.
Last one, number 5. Watch short videos and repeat sentences. Think TikTok, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts. They're full of short, simple English videos.
Yeah, tons of content there.
Choose stuff you actually like: travel, food, funny clips, whatever. Watch the same short video 2 or 3 times. Then pause it and repeat some of the sentences out loud. Try to copy the speaker's voice, their tone, their speed.
Like mini shadowing sessions with fun content.
Exactly. Even a 20-second video used this way is fantastic for picking up how English is really spoken very naturally.
Those are 5 really doable, practical tips. Change phone settings, short diary, voice memo, online group, short videos with repetition. Fantastic. So we've covered so many great ways to bring English into daily life without needing tons of time or a teacher. And you mentioned there's sort of an underlying secret to making these small actions really powerful.
Yeah, the secret, if you want to call it that, revealed in the sources, is really about habit stacking. It's about consciously linking these small English actions to things you already do every day.
Habit stacking. Explain that a bit.
So instead of just automatically saying good morning in your own language, make a conscious choice. Okay, I'm going to say good morning in English. When you sit down to write your daily to-do list, think, right, I'll write this in English today.
Replacing an old habit with a new English one?
Exactly. Or when you have 5 minutes free, instead of just scrolling social media, maybe you think, I'll watch one short English video and repeat a sentence. These small, deliberate shifts turn actions into strong habits. And it's those strong, consistent habits that build confident English speakers over time.
Small shifts, big impact through consistency.
That's the core idea. And maybe the deepest thought from all this is, remember to make English part of your life. In your phone, your diary, your thoughts, your voice. Let it become part of who you are, not just something you study. When you do that, English stops feeling like homework. It starts feeling like something you just live with. And that's really when fluency starts to blossom.
That's a really inspiring way to think about it, living with English, letting it become part of you. So as we wrap up, here's a final thought for you, our listener, to take away from this deep dive. Given all these ideas, what one small, smart step will you commit to taking, maybe starting today, to make English a more natural part of your world? Thank you so much for joining us for this exploration into mastering English daily. We really hope these ideas help you take those next steps.
Yes, thanks for listening. Keep practicing those small steps.
We look forward to having you with us again on the next deep dive for more insights. Bye for now.